part of our job is to have tough conversations, right? We have high-risk environments, and we need to get in there and tell people the truth. Not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. So for example, if you have somebody who really needs to move and you know you have an offer for them and you know that it would be in their best interest to accept it, even though it might not be quite as much as they want, you need to be able to explain why they need to accept it. So here's how you do that. Here are the steps to having a tough conversation. First of all, you always meet with them in person. Don't ever try to do this over the phone. You will not get the results you're looking for. They won't want to hear you, and it's just frankly a little rude and disrespectful to try and do that over the phone. So meet with them in person and thank them for that opportunity to share the information with you. Go slow, give away control. You do this by saying, you know, you're the boss and whatever you decide is fine with me. I'm working for you. Then ask permission for the opportunity to share this information. You might say something like, as your agent, would it be okay if I shared some ideas with you before you make a final decision? Then tell them what you would do and why, and stop. Stop and listen. Don't keep talking. Don't keep trying to sell, you know, just tell them what you do, why, and wait for their response. So one example might be, you're meeting with a buyer who should come up to the seller's price by $10,000 and doesn't want to do so. This is the house they really, really want, and you know it, and you don't want to spend another 6 months in your car with them telling them about the one that got away. Now they're comparing every house to that one that they missed out on. Their body language tells you that they seem defensive. Eye contact is not solid. They seem very ill at ease and just like they don't want to be there. So again, you meet with them in person. You don't try to do this over the phone and send them the dot loop counter offer and expect them to sign it. You say, thank you for meeting with me. I really appreciate it. The first thing I wanted to tell you clearly is you're the boss. Whatever decision you make is fine with me. But would it be okay if I shared some ideas as your real estate professional about what I might do in this situation? Share your ideas and then stop talking. Sometimes things get a little ugly and you're, maybe it's kind of like, hey, I got nothing left to lose here. When it's really going south, you might say something like, you know, it seems like you're angry with me or the situation. Can you help me understand where we are? I don't think that's too confrontational. I hope you would be comfortable saying that. And sometimes you need to do that to clear the air. There's something going on that you can't see, and don't try to ignore it and press on. Address it and get that elephant out of the living room. As an agent, it's easy to avoid these kinds of conversations. You know, most agents do. But I feel like I owed you this conversation. That's a phrase you want to keep around. I feel like I owed you this conversation. And then hopefully the air will go out of the room a little bit and you can talk. You might say something like, respectfully, I suspect there's a possibility we may be looking over our shoulder. That's a way to say, you know, I'm not sure you're making the best decision here. But it is respectful. So hopefully those are some phrases that you learn and you start using, and you can help diffuse any tough conversation.